There we go. Hi, I had some major technical difficulties. So I will give it a couple minutes for people to jump on. I know I said I was going live like 10-15 minutes ago, but I went to start recording and my live button was gone. So I had to do a whole huge update with Facebook. But we should be good now. So I will give it a minute for everyone to jump on. This is my Monday Mindset video, and I'm aware that it's Tuesday. I was traveling yesterday, so I did not have an opportunity to get on before. But once you get on, say hi. My comments are sometimes a little delayed. Hi, Ashley, I just saw you. And, I'll give it like a minute or so because I went on a little later than I promised, and just let some people jump on before I get going with our video. Try to keep it short and sweet because I know, especially those of you on the East Coast, it's getting a little late for you. So, hi Terry. Hi. Hi Lynn. Hey Ashley. I'm at my parents' house in Arizona, and I have this gorgeous view behind me, their pool and their backyard. I saw. And they're like creepy, whatever that guy is out there that's supposed to scare wild animals away, that scares the dogs. And, it's very relaxing. It's also very hot, very, very hot. I think it's about 110 today, and the sun's finally starting to go down. So it feels really nice, but it's also can be really excruciating in the sun. Hi, Shelly. So. Just another maybe 30 seconds or so, and I will get going for you and talk about our mindset for the week. So I have to say, normally I'm pretty organized when I do this kind of stuff. And hi, Allie, and I'll have all my notes laid out, and I think about the topic for a long time. And this is one that just kind of hit me maybe an hour ago that I want to get on and talk about. And I just have some ideas that are floating around, so stay with me. It may be a little more jumbled than they normally are, but I hope it resonates with you. So, okay, so Monday Mindset on Tuesday. As you jump in, say hi. If you have questions, if you have comments, I'll try to get to them. I'll try to take little breaks. I'm not going to keep you too long because I know it's getting late in some of the places in the country. So, judgment. Let's talk about judgment. Judgment is a hard thing when you run a business on social media, right? And it's something that we all do. We all do it. And I do it, you do it. There is, to an extent, it's a good thing. We are biologically programmed to exercise judgment when we look at other people. We are biologically programmed to sum up other people. And there's a reason for that. So, if you're going back hundreds of years to the caveman days, you're looking around at people and it's your job to sum up right from the start, is this person a threat to me? Is this someone who wants to do harm to me? Is this someone who's going to be an ally to me? And so biologically and from an evolutionary perspective, judging other people is normal and even healthy and even helpful. But now we fast forward to our very modern day, social media, tech savvy society where judgment takes on a different form. And that is that we're growing a business on Facebook, on Instagram, on whatever. And what you're faced with is people who are making comments that maybe don't feel that great. Or people who are saying stuff on your post that maybe, hurts your feelings. So judgment takes on a different form. And one of the things I think we do a really great job of at Unique and with this company is to try to build an environment that promotes less judgment of other women. And so I did a couple posts on this today. But you still all do it, and I do it, and here's where you do it. You do it in how you're going to approach people in your business. So I'm going to ask you, and feel free to add in the comments, and I'll touch back on them as I go. But if I said to you right now, I want you to go through your friends list, and I want you to find 5 people, and I want you to reach out to them about the opportunity. What would you do? How would you go about that? Most of you would go through and you would start thinking about who you thought was maybe really into the makeup, or who you thought had a big network, or who you thought seemed really driven, or maybe, and I think this happens a lot more frequently than we admit, maybe who you thought was going to be most receptive to you reaching out and not judge you harshly. I had a lot of people who told me they would never reach out to somebody like me who was working at a law firm. And, my sponsor, Carrie, is very bold and very confident. And so, she jumped at that opportunity, but not everyone would do that. And so what we're doing is we're prejudging our audience. And those of you who have seen my videos before have probably heard me talk about, I was the last person that you would ever think to recruit for a direct sales job, right? I was working a high-profile job. I had a high-profile career, and I didn't have a lot of makeup experience. I think I had less than 200 Facebook friends. Everything I posted was very private because of the nature of my job. I didn't have direct sales experience. I didn't have any sales experience. I was not the person you would be seeking out. I was too busy. So look at me today. I have hit the top rank in our company. I have a big team. I have successful leaders, but so many of you and so many other people in the company would have never even reached out to me because I didn't fit that mold. I saw a video I really liked about a year ago from Kara Cloyd, who's been a mentor of mine, another Black Status presenter. She's also a former attorney, and she hit Black Status in 2 months, which is just about unheard of. And one of the things that she had said is, she's like, I don't care if your potential recruit is living in Antarctica and she has a PhD and she has a bad Wi-Fi connection and she only has 2 friends. You don't ever decide for her that this company's not right for her. You let her make that decision, because what's the worst that comes out of that decision? No? Who cares? It's just no. At least you've offered them the opportunity. It's not about what they can do for you. It's about the opportunity you're offering and what it can do for them. So you have to take emotion out of it. The other thing, I have flies, there's flies all over the place here. I'm not used to bugs living in LA, but there's another area, and this is actually what I saw today, and I've been seeing a lot of this today, that I wanted to really talk to you about. And that is judgment when it comes to our products. And what I mean by that is we all have our favorites. And I am one of those people who I wear all unique products. I didn't start that way. I have slowly worked all of them into my daily routine. But I know that there are a lot of people who do not do that. And there are even some people at the top levels who don't do that. And I think that's okay. I don't think that that's a big issue. But what I do think is a big issue is when you see people promote products that aren't unique products, or when you see people actively discouraging the use of products. And here's why. There is a product that is a very, very popular product of ours, and I don't like it, and I don't really use it very often, but like I said, it is a very, very popular product of ours. And if I got on this video, or if I got on my customer page, or I got on my personal page and said, I don't like X, what it does is it plants a seed in the eyes of my customers and in the eyes of you as my team and other presenters that that product does not have value. And what you're doing is you're prejudging what your customer is going to think based upon what you think. Okay? And this can be very dangerous for your business, because just like you go into Nordstrom and the shoes that you fall in love with might not be the same shoes that your best friend falls in love with, and you're buying 2 different things. Or, if you, for a perfect example is if you go back and look at my personal page and the post I did earlier today, I posted me in 3 dresses and said, which one do you like the best? There are so many different answers. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's I don't like any of them, there's I like all of them. And people's tastes are going to differ. So when you start to try to put your prejudgment and your preferences into their head, what you're doing is you're potentially alienating an entire section of your customer base. Okay? So, exactly, Terry, it's not just your business, it's everybody's business. And that's why that's one of the great things about our company is we don't just offer one product. When I started, we basically had mascara and a couple other things. Now we have a huge array of cosmetic and skincare, and coming in about a month and a half, we're gonna have way more products. So many exciting things that a lot of it I don't even know what's coming yet. And what's going to happen is you're going to buy those new products and you're going to market those new products to your customers, and you're probably going to love most of it, and there's going to be something you don't like, and that's okay. But you have to act as a business owner and as a smart business person and not push that judgment off on other people. Okay? So I think it's a very easy trap to fall into. It's something that we all do. It's something that I have been guilty of in the past, and that's why I wanted to get on and address it now. I hope that will be helpful to you moving forward, and I hope that it's something that you keep in the back of your mind as we have a new product launch. And if you have any questions or if you have any comments on how to market, what I always suggest is talk about the 3 to 5 products that you truly love, that are your favorites, and understand that they may be different than your customers, than the other presenters on your team. Focus on those products because you will sell the most of what you truly love. Katrina Giska, who is a good friend and a great mentor of mine, she spoke at a training. It was actually the first day I ever met her, and we spoke at a training together in Detroit last year. And she was talking about vendor events, and she said that a girl on her team that she always does vendor events with sells a crazy amount of primer at every event. And she's like, I like the primer, but I don't think I've ever sold one because I don't talk about it a ton. She said, this woman, every person that walks by, she's like, oh my God, have you tried the primer? It's amazing. It's amazing. And so she's already setting her customers up for this idea of this product is great. So do that. If there's products that you aren't crazy about, maybe just don't highlight them and give other people an opportunity. Or, if someone shows interest in that, find another presenter who does love it, or find a YouTube video. There's a wealth of them. There's 2 days worth of new video being uploaded every hour. So find another video that does highlight that product. Instead of saying, I don't like this, or I don't wear this, or you don't need to wear this, try to divert that attention elsewhere. So that's my Tuesday mindset. Let's try to keep the judgment or the lack thereof in our minds this week. And if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.